Hello guys, Wahoo here, back with another video. This time around I'm going over my top 5 Dracolyte costumes, and I'm ranking in which ones I have. This is a request that I got from one of my videos, so if you want to request something as well, you can always comment or send me a message on Discord if you feel like you want to have something that I should make a video about. So those are always open for suggestion. So in this video, I did say that I was going to go over my top 5, but I couldn't figure out which one was number 5. So I have honorable mentions in the end. So basically it's going to be more than top 5, but I do have a top 4, and then the honorable mentions are all going to be in the number 5 spot, I guess. But we will take that when we get to those, and I'll also kind of explain to you where you can obtain these, and I will link down in the description. I will also link to the different costumes on Trove so you can go and check it out yourself. Now with that said, let's jump into number 1. Alright, so my first costume is the party costume, or as it says right there down in the bottom. If you can see that, I'll zoom in on it as well. But that is the name of this costume as well, and this is my favorite costume. You can probably see it in most of my videos. I usually use, though, a different helmet. I'm going to go in here and hit into pen helmet, and I'm just usually use this party animal helmet, because I think that's way more cool. And this costume is quite easy to get. You can actually just make it in the Chaos Crafter. So if you have the Chaos Crafter, which most people do have, then you can just craft this costume right here. So it's actually very easy to get, and it's just my absolutely favorite costume. As you can see here in my bags, I'm also using something different right now. I'm just using some random items because this is the core, what it looks like, but there is a few things that does make it a little bit more cooler, and that's of course the confetti explosion right here, but that's a head style thingy. It's the effect that you can get on items as well. And I also have the Paragon one that is right down there in the in front of it. I wish there was a confetti one that also spewed out on this one, but it kind of spews confetti itself. But yeah, it could be cooler if it had it like that. And also, I do have taken my banner off because I do have a banner from Sunfest where one of the houses are kind of themed in this party animal theme, and these are just my favorite costumes, all of them, for any class. So if it has this ones, it's definitely gonna be one of my favorites. But that's why I didn't have these things on, because these doesn't come with the costume. These are just extra things as well. And I can show you what I meant by the auras, or whatever you call it. So if you go into the Enchanted Forest Forge, right here you can change the aura. As you can see here, this one has the confetti cannon, and this one has the Paragon aura weapon one, but there is not one of those as well. So yeah, this is my favorite costume, and they usually just have it like this. This is my standard, and it's super awesome. It's number 1 on my list for costumes as well. And again, very easy to come by. The other, the auras can be a little bit tricky to get, and of course the banner is just once a year, but doesn't really make most of the costume. But that's my number 1 costume. Let's jump into number 2. Alright, for my number 2 is the S'more costume, and I'll show you guys right here. It's called the S'mores costume. It's pretty awesome. I really like this one as well. This is one of the ones I rocked way before. Like, that's like one of my first Dracolyte costume I was using, because I just really loved of course, as you can see, the chocolate just spewing everywhere, and it also is like s'mores. You can see it's kind of like a s'more. If you don't know what a s'more is, it's basically a marshmallow between 2 cookies, and that's kind of the theme that they went for right here. So super awesome. I really enjoy this one as well. This is definitely my second favorite costume. So if I didn't have the other one, I would definitely be rocking this one. So yeah, this is number 2, and you can get this costume from the spooky swag bag during Shadow's Eve. So when you hit October, Shadow's Eve, that's October. So that's a little bit of times away. You should be able to pick up the pack from the shop where there is this one as well. I really hope they're going to bring it back so you guys can get this one as well. So not as easy as the number 1 to get a hold of, but super awesome indeed anyway. So super awesome. Definitely love this costume as well. So 100% is that. But it's also linked in the description. You can, again, see it a little bit more in that one as well. It might also be able to be picked up on the marketplace, but I doubt that it's when it's a pack thing. But anyways, that was number 2. Let's head into number 3. All right, for number 3, it is the Dazzling Dracolyte costume, and this one is not that hard. It's basically part of a puzzle. So in the description I have linked to Trove. You can go there, and in there you will see a video that's gonna guide you through the different essences you need, and then you basically have to craft it right over here at the Daily Spring. You can see here, right here is the Dracolyte, and I can craft all these things because I have unlocked them, so I can craft them once again. So these are just not the cost of them, but basically you start with one, and that's gonna cost you 1 pearl when you then solve the riddle, and then you go to the next one, that's gonna cost you 1 dragon coin, and so on, so forth. And then when you have all of them, you are able to craft 1 essence each, and all the essences are going to make the Dazzling Dracolyte. That is super awesome. But I really just love this costume. It's super awesome, and very colorful. I wish it was more colorful, but I think it's really awesome. I really like it, and the flame is just amazing, and the little guy up top is also very cool. So not too hard to get either, which is super awesome. But yeah, you do have to get the essences, and those can be a little bit tricky to get because there is puzzles, but you will get them anyway. So just go to the description, go to the Trove link. There is a video, you can click that one, and then it will guide you through how you are going to do the riddles if you want this one as well. So anyways, that was number 3. Let's head into not step number 4, but top number 4. All right, for number 4, we have the Bismuth one, or the whatever you call it, Bismolyte. It's the Dracolyte costume, and this is quite easy because this is also a Chaos Craft one, but I really enjoy, not only the flame here, which is sort of the same as the other one, but I really like this one because of the scepter or staff skin. It's pretty big, and I just kind of like that having a big staff is just super awesome in the Dracolyte sense. Also because when you do turn into a big dragon, it doesn't turn super small, but it's super awesome indeed. And I could have shown all the different variables of the big ones right here, but they are pretty cool, all of them. So it just makes, if it's cool like small, then I can definitely tell you it's definitely 100% even cooler when it's big. So anyways, this was this one, and I said again, you can craft this in the Chaos Crafters, so not super difficult to get this one either, but this is definitely my number 4, and we can head into not number 5, but the honorable mentions. So I'm gonna have 3 in that one. I'm gonna have 3 honorable mentions that are quite easy to get, so that's why they are honorable mentions, but let's jump into those ones right now. Alright, for the first honorable mention, I am going to talk about the Vengeful Avatar, which is basically a super awesome costume that is super easy to get. You can get crafted in the Shadowy Market, so we do have a Shadowy Market crafting bench right over here. And as you can see, right under, I think it's under Heart of Darkness, if I'm not mistaken. Oh no, I think it's, let me see, this one right here. So it's going to cost you some Titan Souls, and this is the costume. You can craft it as well. So super awesome. Also made by Skyrider. She makes amazing costumes. So this is definitely an honorable mention. So also how easy it is to get these ones. It's only going to take your Titan Souls, and you can get a bunch of those. Just so basically you can almost craft this like the first day going into the, of course, delves and getting your souls. But yeah, you can also go, of course, to the Shadow Towers. There's also a Shadowy Market there. You can craft this one as well. So that was the first honorable mention. Let's move on to the next one. All right, for the next one, it's the Moon one, or also the Spoiled Divinity one. This is the Dracolyte costume that you can actually craft. Also, again, that's why it's an honorable mention. Also in the Shadowy Market, but this time around, it's gonna be put the Spoiled Divinities. So it's right here, as you can see, 4 of them. I'm pretty sure you get 4 for a run, but at least it's going to take a max of 2 Mondays or 2 weeks to get this Dracolyte costume. It's super awesome, super easy to get. A lot of mastery points you get out of these costumes, by the way. That's why I've also mentioned it. If you didn't know, there's the Spoiled Divinities. These just give so much mastery points. It's absolutely insane and so easy to get. And yeah, some pretty awesome costume for every single class, which is super awesome. So anyways, that is my second honorable mention, because I think this is just super cool, and you can see just the staff is just amazing with the, with the dragon head there. So super awesome and super easy to get as well. So let's move on to the last honorable mention. All right, for my last honorable mention, I am going to talk about the Sage Light, as it's called. It's also the one that is from Trove, so I will link in the description. You can go down there and you can check out a link to Trove where they're giving away code for this mount here, or not mount, sorry, for this costume. And it's not always in stock, so sometimes it's out of stock, but it's super, super awesome and it's just amazing. And I just want to how easy it is to get this one, because if the codes are in stock, of course, it's super easy to get as well. And there's a bunch of other stuff you should add to your account as well from Trovosaurus as well, but super easy and just super, super cool. Dragon, it just looks even better when it's super huge and super better. And again, super easy to get as well. So definitely an awesome, awesome costume for, and also an honorable mention in that sense. But yeah, they're so super cool, so make sure you grab one when they are in stock. But it's linked in the description, and you just type in the code. You just search on Google Trove redeem, and you get into the site to redeem, and then you log in, and then it's gonna be on your account. And sometimes it doesn't show up the first time, so if you log in and it doesn't show up, just close down the game, open it up again, and then it should be able. Or you can just change world. Basically, the game has to update sometimes, but usually if your game is not open when you do it, then it should be working as well. But if you already have the costume, and if you don't get the costume, just check if you already have the costume before you contact support, of course. But that is it for my top 5 or top 4, top 5 Dracolyte costume. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Definitely I did, showing off the costumes that I definitely very much like, and some of them are quite easy to get actually. So super awesome. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!